Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Once again, it is Sovereign Saturday. Work to become that man. You notice I capitalized that man. You know what? One of the things you want to work on as a sovereign man is you don't want to be a man that doesn't stand out. That's part of being sovereign because, and this is why I say that, and it really, getting women behind it is a fringe benefit, but it's not the main thing. Because if you look at most men out here, they don't stand out. That's a major thing, not just in a physical way, but just how they walk, how they carry themselves. You have too many men out here who are followers, who are part of the herd. You know, their style, everything about them is they are following. They're not a leader. One thing with a sovereign man is going to be a leader even if he doesn't try because he's standing out. He's walking to his own beat. Indeed, many sovereign men are probably the ones behind many trends that we see. We see a man wearing his clothes a certain way, have a certain haircut, all of a sudden everybody else is doing it. That's the power of a sovereign man. You know, you want to be that man. You want to be that man. And here's a trick with it. You don't want to do it in such a way where, you know what, I'll say, I'm going to be like that man because all you doing is following. All you want to do is be the best version of yourself. Understand that part. You want to be the best version of yourself. You want to stand out. You don't want to be that man that anybody can put into like a different group. He say, nah, he's just no different. No, you want to be somebody who follows his own will, follows his own code. That's who you want to be. Because trust me, people see it. People see it. Seriously, because I remember this one dude who I used to see him and I said, damn, he walks different from here. He carries himself different. He turned out to be from old money. But see, he was already inbred with a sovereign mentality. He was already inbred as someone who was going to stand out in a crowd without really even trying. That's who you want to be. See, this ain't something like, oh yeah, I want to be a part of the group and, I want to follow along. I don't want to stand out. But hold up, let's think about something. You have a whole lot of men out here, they're single. You have a whole lot of men out here, they don't have anything to stand out on. You have a whole lot of men, they just going along to get along. Seriously, they just regular men, and I don't mean, and I'm gonna emphasize, I don't mean in a physical way. Because these men could be different statures, because you have some sovereign men who are short statured, some sovereign men who are big men. But it's just something about them. Women see it, men can even feel it, really. There's just something about them that they are different. You want to be that man because you want to have control over your life. Like one of the things, and I'm not going to talk about being a sovereign man if I'm not one myself. One of the things that's different about me is, since I work for myself, I don't have to hold my tongue. I can say whatever I want. I can say, even on these channels, I can still say whatever I want. That's sovereignty right there. I don't have to spare any feelings because I'm worried about, I'm on a job. Because I remember, like I always say it, I've worked 1,000 jobs. One thing I noticed between working those jobs and being totally free now is I don't have to hold back. When I was on this retail job, there were times I would speak and I would have a nervous tone to my voice. Wasn't confident because I'm working for somebody else. I don't mind saying that because I noticed the difference. Now it's just like I say what I please. And it was like, well, why is that? Because in a place of sovereignty, I don't have to worry about, some boss or something just firing me. That's one of the reasons, even though I've said as a sovereign man, you can still have a career and stuff. Let's just be real. As a sovereign man, you need to control your own money and everything. If you have to work for somebody, you need to be in a position where your voice doesn't have to be silent. All right, let's just put it like that. Maybe I'll talk about that in the future. But whatever the case, you want to be that man. You want to be in a position where you standing out even if you ain't saying anything. And even when you have to say something, because you control your life, because you have some control, because you have, if not outright control, some leverage, you can, you don't have to put up with anything. You can stand up. You can stand on your word. You can say, nah, I ain't doing that, or this is what I believe. And you're not worried about the consequences because you are that man. Then it's very important. And, it's something you got to work towards. Let me be very clear about that. You have to work towards being that type of man. Ain't no shame in it. Ain't no big deal. It is what it is. Some ain't handed to you, but see, here's the thing with working towards something. When you work towards something that's not handed to you, nobody can take it from you. Nobody can take it from you. When you work towards something, you made yourself sovereign. Somebody didn't grant it to you or anything like that. You don't want that. You work to be that man. People didn't make you that man. Because if you have a situation where somebody else just announces, just confers it on you, you didn't do any work, you really under their control. Because if they confer it to you, then they can also take it away from you. But when you work towards it on your own endeavors, when you work towards it, when you work to be that man, nobody can take it from you. You work to have control in your life. You work to have leverage in your life. You work to be sovereign, and you work to be that sovereign man who when you walk down the street, everybody's going to look at it. They say something's different. And no, it does come down to walk. Let me talk about that for a second, because I've mentioned that a couple of times in this video. It does come down to your walk. You can look at people. Somebody who's confident, got control in their lives, they're going to walk strong. They're going to walk with their head up, They ain't going to just walk slow, because when you walking slow or you're not walking in control of your life, you already look like you waiting for someone else's permission to live. Nah, a man who's sovereign, he's living on his own. He's going to walk. He's going to do what he got to do. So that's very important, very important. I want y'all to think about that. This goes beyond getting women. This goes beyond just following the crowd. This means you working to become your best version. You working to become that man, all right? So I want y'all to think about that. I want y'all to really think about that and to do the things that you have to do, okay? So anyway, keep working to become that sovereign man, all right? I'll talk to y'all. Peace and blessings.